August 22nd, we did our minutes. Anybody have any questions about the minutes, any discussion? Hits, runs, errors, nothing? Okay, I have a motion to approve the minutes. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I forgot to do a roll call. Doug Teagarden.
Yep.
Jeff,
Yes.
Kathy Gilmore. I'm here. Bob,
Here.
Jody,
Here.
and Jerry. Okay, we're all present. Now, back to the minutes. I have a motion to approve the minutes.
Also move.
A second? Anybody want a second it?
Yes.
Jeff? Discussion? Any discussion about the minutes? Okay, roll call vote. Doug?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Yes. Bob?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Okay. Both minutes are accepted as they are. I lost the note somewhere. I changed minutes here about 6 times. Okay. That brings us all the way down to the Boone subdivision. Where's that one at?
It's right there.
Does anybody have any questions about what the Boones are trying to do, subdividing off another 10 acres? We did this last month we did this?
Okay.
August? Okay, it's August, yeah. And now they need to, now they want to assign 10 more acres to their son.
Oh, so this is a different one than the
This
one
is
we looked
different,
at
yeah.
on
The one we looked at in August was this section up here, lot 2, and now this is lot 3.
Okay.
Is this going to be a building lot or a non-building lot?
What do you want? Joe?
Never gonna build on it.
No, we've got to keep it down.
Then can I ask, why are you wasting your 10-acre exemption for your sewage on a lot that's never gonna be
And they
built
said
on?
we had to do it.
They said we had, it has to be done, so we,
You can also, if you're not gonna build on it, you can designate it as a non-building
Non-building
lot.
waiver. We used to do that all the
Yeah,
time.
non-building lot, and then you don't have to
Couple
use your
years ago, we
10-acre
did that.
exemption.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste your
Hey,
10-acre
you might want-
exemption
they're
if
too
you
hard to
say it's
come
never
by.
gonna be built on. You can
Yeah.
only have one.
I don't know what they, it's just, you know.
We used to do those non-building waivers all the time on these here.
Yeah, it just has to show on the, be
Yeah.
designated on the plan that it's a non-building lot. That way you wouldn't have to use the 10-acre exemption.
you also need lot 2 under 10 acres.
I think maybe the understanding, misunderstanding is that
Well, that's added to the lot that's
we
already.
give it to our
Yeah,
son,
it's added to the.
and after we pass, maybe what he'll do with it, I don't know, we can't say what he's gonna do with it. So, we were just advised to get the exemption till,
If they get a non-building waiver now, and they decide down the road they wanna build, they can go for that 10-acre exemption, can't they? It doesn't go away. If they don't use it now, it doesn't go away, right?
Correct.
They can use it later. You can apply to ask for it later.
No, they can use it later.
Yeah,
The son can't use it.
that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
son can't use it, you
Yes,
can use it.
Yes.
Yeah, the only change to the plan, if you wanted to do that, was you'd have to designate it on the plan, have Mr. Mounds designated as a, non-building lot, and then you wouldn't have to use it, but that's your decision.
Mhm.
I mean, it's up to you if you wanna use the 10-acre exemption, but you only get one.
Well, what do we do if we wanna do it the other way? With those, with other papers, or have to go to Mr. Mounts again?
He would, if you wanted to designate this as a non-building lot, it would have to say that on the plan that's recorded.
That's what I just asked you, if we
Yeah.
have to do
Yeah,
that.
that's what you would have to do. Before the plan is recorded, it would have to be designated as that.
So we can't get it approved until we do that?
No, we
No.
can approve it with the 10-acre exemption, right? That's what you've submitted.
They're just trying to tell you what your other option would be, see if you would prefer that.
That 10-acre exemption is a valuable thing, you know, and if you can hang on to it, that's up to you, though.
Okay, we can do that.
I guess so.
Do you wanna think about it?
No, we might get it done.
Yeah.
No, you don't have their information for them. That's the other thing we're looking for, is the regular form to fill out.
I don't know what they're saying.
I can't hear you. You can't hear them, I can.
She can't really hear you guys, they can't really hear you.
We're actually asking them questions here.
Yes.
So this is what I understand, is what they're trying to tell you. That you can give it to your son, and, eventually he'll inherit it
It's gonna be deeded to him right away.
right away.
Oh, if it's gonna be deeded to them right away, that changes
Yes.
the scenario. You'll want that 10 acre, all right? If they change its hands, then
It's gonna be deeded. to
that 10
him.
acre exemption goes away.
It's gonna be deeded to him, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's probably why you
Yeah, see,
said
that's one of the problems, if we don't have that, there's the form that you filled out with the first time.
I gotta get up there.
You remember when we did this the first time?
She's got it.
Okay, there.
I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing. I didn't-
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is what we need right
That's
here.
what we gave him before.
Yeah.
Thank you. They have it.
No, this is on the first one, on lot 2, correct? What is this one pertaining
That
to?
should be the one for Joel,
Okay,
That's the second.
because he's not gonna build on it. The other one already had a house on it.
right.
It always had a sewage system, the first one.
Yeah, so this one says no plans to build, Jerry.
The first one, we just added to the properties, well, our
Right.
daughter already had. And so, but this one, he don't live here, he lives in Oregon. And he talks about coming back, so we're gonna live in the 10 acre thing. What happens on down the road, who knows?
So you're gonna deed it to him right away?
Yes.
Is that my understanding? How does that change, so how does that change things?
I don't know that it does, I'm not sure. You just can't create a lot without either having the exemption or the no-build lot designation.
You have to speak up, he can't hear you, Jay.
If, to subdivide the lot, you either have to use the 10 acre exemption or designate it as a no-build lot.
Okay.
So those are your two choices. Right now you have the 10 acre exemption, and if you wanna apply it here, that's fine. If you want it to, if you don't wanna use your 10 acre exemption right now, what you can do is have it written on the plan, have your surveyor amend the plan to show, no build lot, and then you wouldn't have to have the planning module to have it recorded.
Okay. In other words, we're just wasting the, what you're telling me.
Well, those 10 acre exemptions, you get one, so,
Is that right?
yeah, so I don't know if you wanna use it on a lot you're not going to build on, that seems
When
to
we deed
be.
this over to him, is that just one for him or just for us?
That, I'm not sure of, you'd have to talk to the sewage council, cause I'm not sure how they do it when you deed it.
That's one for you.
I don't
Yeah,
think
If
it's,
you
I don't
own
think,
two
I
hundred
think it goes
acres,
away after
you
that.
get
Where-
one
where
10 acre
you're losing me
exemption.
is, if, which process of giving our son his property, can say 20 years from now, he wants to go a house on it,
He'll have to go through and apply for
Yeah.
a septic system. You know,
Yeah.
that's,
yeah.
yeah, that's all.
Let him worry
He'll
about
have to go the traditional route. He won't have an exemption on the sewage. Well, I mean, he'll just have to put a sewage system in, whatever that system might be at that time.
it. We'll let him worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this says no build
No,
on this,
Yeah.
so it has to be.
Which is how, which will more likely happen, it's not gonna
I came back, so they'd have to give him my 22 acres. After 42 years.
Yeah.
So he has to have it notated now on the map, Jody?
Yeah, I think so.
The plan would have to be amended.
Does that make sense now? You still have to take your map back and have the surveyor notate on here, this is a no-build lot,
Okay,
okay?
okay,
And then bring it back again.
okay.
Okay?
We have to come to another meeting?
No, I don't think we have.
We could recommend
I think
a
we understand it
conditional-
well enough at this point.
Yeah, we don't have to have you all come back.
I got you now.
Yeah.
You know, between not hearing you and.
Where's the rest of their paperwork?
We could recommend
Misinformation,
a
I guess.
conditional upon the no-build lot
Yes,
designation being affixed.
yes, that's good. Did you make that as a motion?
I move that we recommend the Boone, plan of lots number 3, conditional upon the no-build lot designation being affixed to the plan.
Second.
Exactly. So. Our next step is to take it back.
Have to tell Jonathan what's gonna be on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have copies of your map, don't you?
Pardon me?
You have copies? You can-
Yes.
We'll just hold this whole package together then.
That'd be fine.
And like I say, next month, you won't have to come back, just bring the paper in, give it to Sharon. Make sure Sharon takes it over and attaches it to this file.
Okay.
I'm putting a note right here on the front of it. When we have that, then we can approve it and send it on to supervisors.
We can do that.
Okay.
Good, yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That's it, all right.
Now. Oops. The Brown League consolidation is for tax
Wait.
purposes.
We didn't vote on
We
it,
Oh, I'm
have a
sorry.
motion on the
Sorry.
floor.
Sorry,
but I was gonna reread the motion first and make sure I got it right.
sorry.
The motion was to recommend subdivision be approved upon surveyor adding no build designation. Oh, to lot 3, you said.
To lot 3.
Made by Jody Noble, second by Doug Gordon.
Okay, roll call vote. Doug?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Bob?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Motion carried. Aaron? Okay, Brown Lee subdivision, turns out it's only for tax purposes only.
Consolidation.
Consolidation, yes, excuse me. Tax consolidation only, so it really doesn't have anything to do with us. So we've already told them what to do to take it back to get the tax people to straighten it out for them. Which brings us to the third thing, Thomas.
I think they need to get a letter from the township that says that we have no objection to them doing that. We've done several of these.
It'll
So
be a form.
Right,
It's a
there's a
tax
form.
assessment.
Yeah, there's no, I don't think it comes before the planning commission, so anyways.
Never seen it before, so I know I'm gonna get a letter from. You gonna take care of that, Doug?
Well, they need to make Sharon aware of it, and I'm sure she doesn't, she'll have to find out how to do it. I don't think we've done one since.
Well, like you say, we will need to make Sharon aware of it, correct?
Yes. Yeah. I'll let her know that. We've got information on how to contact them, the Brownlees.
Yes,
Okay.
it's Sandra Brownlee, she used to work.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then we ready to move on to the last one then? Where's Brownlee, Martin description, is that it? Right there. Ethan Ward has made a request. We request that you table the subdivision request made by Thomas Martin Company for the property located at 106 Crane Road. Unfortunately, the Washington County Sewage Council did not complete the planning module for this reason, and we request the subdivision be tabled. We were assured the planning module would be completed and ready for October meeting. Thank you in advance for your attention. So, Therefore, this one is stable as well. Pardon? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta put a
Just
sticky
an
note on
end,
it?
yeah. Nothing on staple. I wish I had stapled them and stapled the things on here so I could get lost.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
If you're, as the board, doing the formal table, do you need a motion to table?
I don't even need the motion to table it.
Wouldn't hurt anything.
Wait.
That way it's on your minutes for next time.
We have a motion to table the Thomas Martin subdivision.
So moved.
Doug made a motion. Second, please.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote. Doug,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
me, yes. Bob,
Yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Jerry.
Yes.
Motion carried. We will table the subdivision. Now, update the subdivision ordinances. This is like starting all over again.
No, I don't think it is, Lee. Go to the third page.
Okay, wait, let me say why. The subdivision land development in Pennsylvania, there's an ordinance, articles of,
You're in the legal opinion.
right,
Yeah, I'm going, the third page is actually right out of the PC. You know, we talked at the last meeting at great length about how we thought the definition needed to be changed on what land development is. And if you go to the MPC amended edition, it gives a different definition that I think covers some of the issues we talked about at the last meeting. You know, if you just read that first full paragraph where it says land development is described, you know, any of the following activities. Improvement of one lot or two or more contiguous lots, tracts, or parcels of land for any purpose involving, number one, a group of two or more residential or non-residential buildings, whether proposed initially or cumulatively. That wasn't in our ordinance. That cumulatively part's not in our ordinance. That's the key. Or a single non-residential building on a lot or lots regardless of the number of occupants or tenure, or two, division or allocation of land or space, whether initially or cumulatively. Again, using the same language between or among two or more existing or prospective occupants by means of or for the purpose of streets, common areas, leaseholds, condominiums, building groups, and other features. Or number two, it can be land development, it can be that, or it could be number two, a subdivision of land, or three, a development in accordance with section 503.1, which I've copied down below. So I don't think we need to, my personal opinion is that our subdivision ordinance does not need to be revised because this definition, I think, supersedes it.
Well, that's correct. If we're inconsistent with the MPC, the MPC governs.
Yep. And I think that covers, and then, so Kathy has some things to say about things that we're added later. And this covers that, talks about the cumulative adding.
Anybody else have any further discussion? Jerry? Okay.
No reading.
Sorry.
But no.
So we want to just close this up with a motion?
I move that take no action on it, make no recommendations at this time, and any changes in that ordinance. I think the time is perfect.
Have a second?
One second.
Can you tell me what your motion was again?
Motion is to make no recommendations on regarding the changes in the ordinance at this time.
Okay, so to not make any changes to the ordinance, is that
This land subdivision, this green book, can't be done here. Subdivision,
Yeah, it's a subdivision land development ordinance.
Any further discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote. Doug?
yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Myself? Yes. Bob?
Yes.
Jerry? Jerry?
Yeah, yes.
Jerry?
Where are they? Are they
Well,
on here somewhere?
yeah, we're just gonna have to add that in under subdivision ordinance.
Okay, Sam's on.
That's all right.
Yeah, like, where's my check?
Yeah, well, I didn't
I
have
was
it
sitting
on.
down here, I'm like, well, that's the adjourn, that's not there.
I didn't have this one, I made it the.
Yeah. There's that, I got, somebody can have my copy if they want it.
So here's a couple extra copies if somebody would like.
Yeah, there's another one here.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I have a question on the minute book. There's not one signed copy of a minute in that minute book, which makes them unofficial unless it's signed by the secretary before it's put in the minute book.
I've never been told that, and what I explained to Lee is, I don't even look in this book anymore. What Lee requested that I do when he became chairman was to fill this out here, type it up, and then I email it to the secretary. So I don't, but I can come in and start signing them after she has them.
Should you be able to still do it that way and maybe,
Well, first I could sign it and then email it.
yeah. Sign
Here's
electronically
a
too.
copy of all these minutes for the minute book.
This is Kathy's signed copy for the August.
What have we adjourned?
Okay. We have moved to adjourn, I have a second.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to get home to see NCIS? Doug?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yeah.
Yes. Bob?
Yes.
Jerry? Jody? Jody, Jerry? What's your
I already wrote down for it.
Let's go home. All the
No,
good-
I
all the
want
good
to
shows
say-
start tonight, go home.
Really? What's going on tonight?
All the NCIS will start tonight.
Oh.
And those are like the voice it's on tonight.
This is us.
The Brave was on last night.
I don't know what is that.
I like young Sheldon.
I recorded it, I haven't recorded it.
Let me tell you. Just tell her how it ends, yeah. You'll like the ending, actually, it's good.